Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we're taking a look at Trugg, the Troggoth King. This video is sponsored by CMO Games. More on that later. Nova previews Trugg, the Troggoth King. Have you ever fallen into such a deep and consuming sleep that an entire kingdom collapsed around you, and an altar of arcane power was embedded onto your back purely by accident? Turns out that's what happened to Trugg, the Troggoth King, one of the largest and most irate Troggoths in the mortal realms have ever seen. But now he's awake, and he's smashing stuff up like none before him. Alright, so we've got a new video for Trugg, the Troggoth King, the biggest and meanest of the trolls. Very, very cool. So definitely looking forward to this one. The King of the Troggoths. And I do like the little bit of lore they dropped on us so far. And I've got to say, this model is absolutely amazing. And his lumbering court. So very cool. We can kind of get some scale next to the other Troggoths, and he is massive in comparison. So he's not like super crazy tall because his posture is so bad and he's got the big altar on his back, but just his overall chunkiness relative to like the normal rockgut Troggoths, absolutely insane. And we do see with that Dawnbringer box set, it is 7 models. So it looks like it's going to be 2 squads or 6 of the rockgut Troggoths, and then also the big boy. So very, very cool. Definitely looking forward to picking up Trugg, and he will be a welcome addition to any Troggoth army. Stirred into a state of semi-consciousness by Alariel's rite of life, Trugg was finally roused by the rambunctious caterwauling and clanging of the rabble-rouser Braggart's big talker. The arcane engine on his back sprung into action after he tried to dislodge it by smashing it against a cave roof, and since then he's been affected by the mother of all magical migraines. So really cool. He basically has this thing stuck on his back. It's magical. He doesn't understand how it works. He's trying to smash it into stuff. He's trying to bang it and get it off, but it's not coming off his back. And while this is all taking place, there are random magical effects happening. So very, very cool. I love this dude's club. I love the antlers. Just everything about Trugg. Absolutely awesome model. Tons and tons of details. He literally looks like he just crawled up out of the ground. The lore with the altar and the vines kind of like holding it to his back. All of like the skeletons and bodies. Just absolutely love the aesthetic of this model. Very, very cool. The altar's magical powers are actually subtly influencing him, and he is being drawn inexorably along the magical ley lines that underpin the mortal realms. Though to what end, no one knows. Trugg is only concerned with stopping his awful headache, smashing anything magical that he finds along the way. Following this ornery behemoth are a huge horde of Troggoths, Fellwater, Rockgut, and Dankhold. He's only dimly aware of the hollering hordes that trail behind him, but Braggardt has elevated this living wrecking ball to the status of king with his tales. So here we get a nice clear look at the back here and kind of see the antlers peeking through. We can see like the vines of life holding this like onto his back here. Really, really big fan of it. Showing off a little bit of that plumber's crack. I'm absolutely loving the textures. There's just so many awesome textures on this model. Between like the actual stone, his like flesh, you see like the protruding veins and everything. He's got like some carvings into his skin and everything. Just really, really cool. All of the little bits of detail from like the actual like rock shell, kind of like fossil. Very, very nice model. Beautiful sculpt. And we even see like this little like kind of baby Troggoth here as well. You can find out all about Trugg, the Troggoth King, and his rampage through the mortal realms in the next installment of the ongoing Age of Sigmar campaign series, Dawnbringers Book 2, Reign of the Brute, which continues the story of a twin-tailed crusade as they wind their way forth through Ashka and Gairan. So nice piece of cover art there as well. Book 2, Reign of the Brute for the Dawnbringers. Absolutely awesome. This guy is amazing. Both are beset by brutish challenges in the form of Trugg and his entourage, a great stomp led by King Broad and Nawa, spearheaded by pugnacious greenskins seen riding wild hogs of prodigious girth. So here we see the box set, which will be the initial offering of King Trugg, and we see 3 and then 3 more of the rockgut Troggoths, so 7 total models. Really nice set right here. We'll have to see what the price is going to be on this one. Definitely curious, as he is a big chunky boy. So it's tough to guess a price on something like that. But we know like each of these 3 sets of Troggoths is going to run around like $60 retail. So that's $120 plus whatever he costs. And then obviously typically going to put in some kind of discount as well. So maybe this box comes out somewhere around like $120 to $150. This book will also contain all the rules you need to support these 3 particular factions with match play armies of renown, as well as an army of renown for the Caradron overlords themed around the Grundstock Expeditionary Force, a hard-hitting force of mercenaries who often work with other order forces. So we do have one more video we can take a look at here, just kind of showing off the Dawnbringers, getting everybody hyped up for the second half of the Dawnbringer Crusade, or second installment. We really don't know how many there's going to be. I don't think so far. So second part, obviously we see King Trogg, very, very cool, absolutely beautiful. And then we see some of the new orruks as well, including the big pig. So very, very cool. Definitely looking forward to these. And then we see the big stomp led by King Broad. Absolutely loving this. I mean, if you don't like Age of Sigmar at this point, what are you waiting on? The level of like quality and detail in these models is just absolutely amazing. And the lore is just so rich and deep. It's definitely developed quite a bit over the years. So very, very cool. Definitely seeing the forces of destruction striking back. I'm not sure exactly when this next book for the Dawnbringers is coming out or when these models are going to be released, but you guys already know, put me down for one big pig and then also probably all the other new orc stuff. And then, of course, I'm going to need Trugg. This guy is just absolutely amazing. Now a quick message from today's sponsor. CMO Games has been selling Games Workshop products online for over 20 years. They carry the full line of Games Workshop products, including Warhammer 40,000, Age of Sigmar, Necromunda, Blood Bowl, paint tools, and more. Almost all Games Workshop products are priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games takes pre-orders for most Games Workshop products released at their earliest date possible. 12:01 a.m. on Saturday, they go live. Most of these pre-order products are also priced at 15% off MSRP. CMO Games offer free shipping in the US 48 with an order of $50 or more. Their customer service is top-notch and they ship most orders within 24 hours. Visit CMOGames.com using the affiliate link in the description and let them know that you heard about CMO Games from Warhammer Man. Now back to the video. I've always been a huge fan of the actual like giant models, and when they came out with the King Broad upgrades, I mean, it just took giants to like the next level. And I feel like this is the same thing for the Troggs. There's like some cool kind of characters and everything for the Troggs so far. Some nice looking models and everything. We've seen like kind of three specialized ones. One is that dual kit. The other is the warband from Warhammer Underworlds. But this guy is just next level. I cannot wait to see the paint jobs on this dude once the community gets a hold of him. One thing I really like about the Troggs in specific is you can have like real like kind of dark look to them. Lots of like grays and like pale purples and blues. Or you can go like super freaking bright on them. I've seen everything up to like fluorescent level colors on them, and they just look absolutely beautiful. If you've ever checked out like Squidmar and some of his videos, he did a few a while back for like some Gloomspite Gits and a bunch of like Troggs, and just absolutely killed it with like the amazing use of colors, the beautiful like saturation and everything. So I know once people get a hold of this model, they're going to take it to the next level. I know I am super excited. I can try to fight it as much as I want, but the truth is, destruction is definitely my primary Age of Sigmar interest. So not always the best performing armies, but definitely some of the most fun. So the fact that this Dawnbringer is focused specifically on destruction definitely makes me happy. I cannot wait to see what other stuff we're going to have coming down the pipeline for Age of Sigmar. So let me know what you're excited about. Are you going to be picking up this bad boy to join your army? Is he going to be the start of a new army? Or are you thinking about just picking him up to paint up and display? Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. I absolutely love the depth of lore in Age of Sigmar. It just makes the game so much fun, so cool, and just gives tons and tons of character to all their creations and like individual models in the Age of Sigmar world. Games Workshop is definitely killing it. So let me know what you think down below, what you're excited for, what you're going to be picking up. Always like to hear back from you guys in the comments. Special thanks to CMO Games for sponsoring the video. Check them out to save 15%. Link in the description. That's it for today. Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man. And there's plenty of room at my place for King Trogg. And I'm out of here.